Today we're looking at the P7P55D-E motherboard from ASUS. Very nice motherboard. Now, they just released the P7P55 line. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of different motherboards in that series. Now, here's the thing. If you're interested in buying one of these, what I recommend is you go to their website and you check the compare feature to tell, all the different features apart from one another, because there are, I think, over like 12 different motherboards in the P7P55 line. Now, this is the DE. There's also a DE Deluxe, a DE Premium, a DE Pro, and then there's just like the LEs and the LX versions and the V Pro, and there's a whole bunch. So today we're going to cover just the DE, the P7P55DE. So here it is. Let's go for a real quick tour. I'm going to start you off at the CPU socket because it's very important. It supports not only the Intel Core i7, but also the Core i5 and the i3. So basically, you can put just about any CPU in here depending on what level of performance you need. Also, it's important to know, look at this. Incredible design as far as hardware. Very nice heat sinks. It's a 12+2 phase hybrid VRM design. Lower RDN MOSFETs, Japanese-made conductive polymer capacitors, ferrite core chokes. Very nice hardware as far as that goes. It's going to give you efficient, clean power. It's going to be great for overclocking. That's all really cool. Now, as far as overclocking goes, this board basically overclocks itself using the ASUS auto tuning or the ASUS turbo key features. Basically an automatic overclock, which is really important. Also, it does support up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, 1600 megahertz, or even faster. It'll go all the way up to 2200 megahertz memory, which is really nice. Also, very next gen on this board, it does support USB 3.0 and SATA 6 gigabit per second. So I'll move you down here. I want to show you these SATA ports. Now, basically, here's how it works. You have these 6 right here. Those are going to give you basically the traditional SATA 3 gigabit per second, RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 10, and RAID 5. But if you move right up here to these gray SATA ports, these are the SATA 6 gigabit per second ports. So they're literally twice as fast, twice the bandwidth of the regular SATA. And you have 2 of those that will let you do RAID 0 and RAID 1. So very nice as far as interconnects go for hard drives. Now let's talk a little bit about the PCI Express bandwidth and the connectivity. Now, first of all, this first slot up here, this is your main PCI Express X16 2.0 slot. It will operate at full X16 bandwidth. Down here, this is the same thing, except that it's X4 only. It does not do anything else. It's locked at X4. So basically, this is going to be for like a physics card, because this does not support Crossfire. Does not support SLI. This is a Crossfire-only board. I repeat, Crossfire only. So basically, it will support SLI physics. You could put a physics card here, but if not, basically it's either 2 Crossfire cards but no SLI, or a full card up here and a physics card down here if you're going with NVIDIA GPU. Top of that, 2 standard PCI slots, and then it has 3 PCI Express X1 slots. On the back panel of this thing, you're going to see a lot of good stuff. 2 PS2s, a bunch of USB 2.0 ports. I believe there are 12 in total on the board, 6 on the back and 6 via headers, an SPDIF optical out, Firewire, and eSATA. These are the 2 USB 3.0. If you don't know, those are 10 times faster than the traditional USB 2.0. So rather than being 480 megabit per second, they're 4.8 gigabit per second, so very fast. This is your 10100 1000 Ethernet and your 7.1 channel HD audio, so an incredible amount of stuff on this board. There are also a few other features like LEDs and stuff, plus all the ASUS features that you know of are all on this board. So just a few off the top of my head. ExpressGate is one of them. That's you log in to a Linux-based operating system really quickly without actually turning on Windows. You have the Q connectors that come in the box to put your front panel connections really easily. The Fan Expert automatically monitors and throttles your fans to keep it quiet but also keep everything cool. What else am I forgetting? I think it has the what? Memo-K, good one. Memo-K basically checks your memory in case it's not on the QVC list. You're trying to get it to boot up properly. The settings don't work. That's going to be on there. Noise filter. If you're recording audio onto the board through the onboard audio, it has a filter that's going to listen to the background noises, air conditioners, any kind of like humming sounds, fans. It's going to block them out from your incoming recording so that you have a really clear, sharp audio. Also, you have I/O level up. So you know CPU level up. Basically, it takes like your slower Core 2 Duo and overclocks it to the fastest Core 2 Duo. I/O level up is completely different, so don't even compare the two, but it has the same naming structure. So basically what that does is rather than using all the bandwidth, the PCI bandwidth, to go from the PCI Express cards to the CPU, it lets you use some of that for increased performance with both SATA 6 gigabit per second and USB 3.0. It'll actually give you up to 500 megabit per second of throughput, which is very, very fast. So if you want to use the full speed SATA 6 gigabit per second and the USB 3.0, you press that I/O button, level up button. It's going to give you that full performance. So it's a lot of really, really good stuff that comes in this motherboard, and it basically is a very good all-around motherboard. If you don't want to use multiple graphics cards, it can be a gaming computer, it can be a workstation computer, it could be an internet workstation, it could be really anything you want to. You can go Core i3 really low end, or you can go all the way to a really high end Core i7 like the 870, and basically there's something for everybody. So very nice motherboard, really good stuff. If you have any questions on it, feel free to email me, the ASUS P7P55D-E, and that's it. See you guys next time. For more information on the ASUS P7P55D-E motherboard, type in A455-2931 into any major search engine. For Computer TV, I'm Albert.